Today we're going to show you how to fill your TSA2 with coolant fluid. These are the items that you're going to need to fill your TSA2 with cooling fluid. You'll need a Dowtorn cooling fluid. You'll need the Phillips screwdriver, an open-ended tube, a tube with a connector, and a syringe. And a piece of paper will help in case there are a few drops that will fall. You should have your TSA ready to go with all the connections connected, your thermodes, your water connectors, your communication and electrical cable, and then you can turn it on. You can now see that it has 2 LED lights on, which means that it's half full. And when it's totally full, it will have 4 LED lights on. If you have a full day of trials ahead of you, you may want to fill it up right now with 2 LED lights on. But you can also wait for the software to give you a signal that you're out of liquid. If you have thermodes that have been lying around for a while and you haven't used them, they may have lost liquid due to evaporation, so you may want to fill them up as well. Thermodes that are meant for the fMRI are longer and have longer tubes, and therefore are more likely to lose liquid due to evaporation, so they will need to be filled with more liquid than normal thermodes. To fill up the syringe, you'll need a bottle. Take the open-ended tube, connect it to the syringe, you won't need that much, but I'm just filling it to make sure. And then you connect it to the tube with a connector on it. Make sure that the system has established communication with the MMS and has passed self-test. This is indicated by the green light that you see here on the side. Going to any test, you don't have to run it, but this will assure that the pump will be working. Before you start, place your paper towel under the connectors. Now let's release the screw just a little bit. I want you to release it until you can see that the O-ring is totally loose and moving freely. You can see that the connector where the fluid is filled is indicated by brackets. This is the one that you're going to disconnect. There it is. The syringe you're connecting just like you're connecting the water connectors of the thermodes. You push it in, turn it right, and let it pop into place. Now start pushing it very, very gently. You'll feel some resistance. Don't go through the resistance. Just wait a little bit. Oh, and then you feel the resistance decrease. Now when the system fills, you'll see air bubbles traveling through the tubes. You can take a few minutes to fill it up, depending on how empty your device or thermodes are. Take your time, let the fluid travel through the tubes. And here are all 4 LEDs on. If you have 2 thermodes that are relatively empty, you may want to switch between the water connectors of the secondary thermode and the main thermode, so that one will be filled up as well. You have to turn off the system. Disconnect the water connectors of the main thermode. Put them to the side so you don't switch between them. And then you can turn the system back on again. You're almost done. Let's close the air vent. Disconnect the syringe. We have all 4 water connectors connected, 4 LED lights on, and we're filled up and ready to go.